What's up, fam? Eagles, Chargers. Let's talk about it.
Let's go! This ain't the Fox Tyson forces thinking he stinks!
Oh, shit!
It's gone!
What is up, fam? Welcome to another edition of Fan Friday. As always, I'm your host, Jake Friel, always accompanied by Pete Young. He's not in a good mood today because of the whole Odell situation. He's not in a good mood.
No, I'm not. I mean, there's so many reasons why I'm not in a good mood. There's that, and I'm like utterly exhausted from work today.
We got a jam-packed show. We got a lot to talk about. We got the Eagles versus Chargers preview. We're going to be talking about around the NFL. Obviously, the Odell situation. A lot of stuff happened. We're going to touch on the Henry Ruggs stuff. Could Russell Wilson possibly come to the Philadelphia Eagles in the offseason? We'll talk about that as well. Obviously, give our Week 9 picks. And as always, call-ins. Whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, just hit up our social media at A2D. Just be like, hey, I want to come on. It doesn't even have to be sports related. Be like, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that. Dude, come on. Come right on, as always. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of the show, our show is brought to you by Gleason's Bar. Gleason's Bar is located at 6700 Mill Creek Avenue in Levittown, PA. Use promo code A2D for 10% off of your order whenever you dine in, take out, or order online at Gleason'sBarandSteaks.com. The website again is Gleason'sBarandSteaks.com. Before we get into our poll question, another quick word from our sponsor, FanUp. FanUp is a good way to enjoy fantasy sports, daily NFL contests, and more. Win great prizes. Sign up today using promo code A2D and get yourself 5,000 bonus points, which is a $50 value. Listen, no salary cap. You can pick whatever player you want. Week-to-week contest. You win awesome prizes. I'm telling you, it's huge. It's a blast. Me and Tom have a bunch of fun on the app. It's a great time. You can challenge each other to games and bets and stuff like that. It's a blast. But our poll question for tonight: the Philadelphia Eagles will have 20-plus rushing attempts against the Los Angeles Chargers. Agree or disagree? What do you say, Pete?
Fuck no.
They ran the ball well last week.
Yeah, and that's exactly why they're not going to do it. All the Chargers corners are out, even though my one and only son, Asante Samuel Jr., who I banged the table for months and months and months, is out. Not to mention, was it Michael something?
Yeah, I forgot their other corner, but yeah.
He's out too, and I think one of their safeties is out, and it's just like, it's too tempting for Nick Sirianni. He's just going to be like, let's do it. Even though they have a quarterback with a noodle arm, so, he's just going to try and sling it. I'm going to sling it. I'm going to sling it. Look, yeah. Carson Wentz can sling it. I can sling it too.
Uh-huh.
You see Hurts getting a little chippy this week?
With
reporters?
Yeah, with John McClain. Yep.
I mean, Jeff McClain.
Or Jeff McClain, yeah.
I mean, you can get as chippy as you want with Jeff McClain. He's a piece of shit.
I was just going to say, I mean, it's Jeff McClain,
But let's just be honest. Jayvon in the offseason was cool, and he's breezy, and he's laissez-faire. It's like, nah, dog, ain't nothing going to touch me. You're 3-5 right now. You're getting a little tight in the chest there, son.
Yeah, it was weird because it was a simple question too, right? I forget exactly what the question. It was about him lining up under center, and he got like really upset about it.
He's just,
yeah, I mean, it was weird.
I mean, if I knew I was being replaced by a rookie or a veteran quarterback, I'd be pretty pissed too. But
all right, I hear you.
People were like, "You're just a hater."
Mhm.
You don't like him. You don't. You have this vendetta. And I said, I don't. I just called out stupid people who were telling me from day one, oh, this dude's a winner.
Mhm.
He's a dog. This guy, he's just got everything. Not to mention, look at that visor. That's a cool looking visor. That's QB1 stuff right there.
Yep.
I'll never let anyone live it down. I don't care. They're like he did the tongue thing. It's really cool. Look at him. That's a franchise quarterback shit right there.
Nope.
Yeah, right. Like ridiculous.
So you disagree to the poll?
I immensely disagree with the poll. The only way they have 20 rushing attempts is if Hurts has 15 and then there's 5 among the running backs. and remember, he's their leading rusher.
Yep. Like I think almost 600 something yards.
And people get mad at me because I bash Lamar sometimes too. Because my argument is very simple. If you are a quarterback and you are your team's leading rusher, your team will not win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's never been done before. And if Lamar ever happens to win a Super Bowl in a season where he's their leading rusher, I'll take egg on my face. Mm-hmm. But until that day happens, it's not running quarterbacks are not sustainable. Ask Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson came in when that whole thing was it. Him, was it Cam, Taj Boyd, Colin Kaepernick, Johnny Football, all those guys.
Yep.
It was the thing. Like Russ came in like right around that time where it was like the read option quarterback was the sexiest thing on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually Russ was just like, I'm not going to be a running quarterback that throws. I'm going to be a pocket passer that runs. Like he completely evolved his game.
Yep.
And know this, out of all look, you can Kaepernick's blackball, we all know that. However, his diminishing skill at times did not help his matter.
Mm-hmm.
Because that whole system, once again, was another what was it? Shocking. A Greg Roman system falling by the wayside? Surely you jest.
Yeah.
Right? The running quarterback thing just doesn't it's not sustainable long term. Like if that's your whole, you have to put so much into that system. Like, look at the Ravens. For Lamar Jackson was able to develop, and they're like, oh, why can't they do that with Jalen Hurts? You have to have your whole system revolving around that quarterback.
Yep.
Like, they changed everything to fit Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts is not athletic enough to change the whole system to revolve around him. Not to look, and people make fun of Lamar's arm, which it's here or there. Like some days it's A+ and some days it's not. However, Jalen Hurts doesn't have 1/24 of the arm that Lamar has.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like,
well, Lamar also developed as a passer too, though.
He did know he 100% developed it as a passer.
Right.
But I'm like, him in year 2 is not in comparison to Hurts in year 2. And he's not a rookie. I don't care what anyone says. Anyone who says he's a rookie is an idiot.
Right.
I'll fight people over this.
So you disagree to the poll?
Yeah. 9 minutes later, I immensely disagree with the poll. I went off 40 different tangents. Can you tell I've just had a lot going on?
Because I kept trying to read you back, trying to pull you back in.
I'm sorry. I have ADHD. That's just not
too far. He's going too far.
I've touched everything.
Yeah, I mean, we ran the ball for 200+ yards, ran it 40+ times last week. Yeah, I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening this week whatsoever. Even though obviously it's right in front of us to where the Los Angeles Chargers have the worst run defense in the league. And like you said, Pete, their 2 starting corners are out, so Nick Sirianni won't be able to help himself. He's just he's chafing to throw the ball. You knew he was chafing during the Detroit Lions game, so I just don't see why I just don't see why he wouldn't go back to the well. You know what I mean? So
he just can't help himself.
Yeah, no.
See, people like everyone in Philly hates Carson Wentz right now, but you can say what you want about Carson Wentz, but when Carson Wentz figured out that, oh, wait, The corners on the
Mhm.
Niners suck ass. What do? Oh, we're going to target them.
Right.
Like, it's the same thing. They're like, oh, this is what the Eagles should do. And I said, yeah, they'll do it like one play. And if it doesn't work, then they'll go like let's say the first play is a deep shot down the field, right? Smart idea. I might lead with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't work, they're just going to go back to Dinkin and Duncan.
Yeah, no, exactly.
What's up, boss?
What's up, Tom? Brian Daly says,
Oh,
what's up, fellas? Let's see. There was a comment.
Or no, you know what they'll also do? They'll have like one run for like 20 yards and then be like, no, we got to go back to passing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the typical Miles Sanders game.
Yeah, yep. Brinkman says Chargers seem way too easy. I mean, yeah, they're struggling right now.
That if they didn't have their superstar quarterback,
they're struggling right now. I mean, we'll see, because Justin Herbert hasn't played well in these last two games either since coming off the bye week. So, I mean, we'll see.
True, but I always take the team with a franchise quarterback.
Oh no, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
Like, what about everyone will be like, oh, you know, Jaylen. I don't think they took the ball away from Jalen's hands last week because they took what was given to them.
Right.
I just don't think he was special, and I don't think he did anything like awful. I also don't think he did anything great. Like,
no, exactly.
Like, what about Jalen Hurts in the last few weeks has like really said to you, oh man, I trust this kid, or I really believe what's going on with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I mean, other than like, and everyone keeps talking about, oh man, look at this fourth quarter comebacks. I said, when you're down 30 or 20 or whatever the hell it is, it's the same shit we killed Dak about a few years ago. I'm like, it does nothing to me when you're just putting up garbage time stats.
Yeah.
Like everyone, let's talk about 2019 for a second. Like, can Jalen Hurts be 2019 Carson Wentz? 4-1 record, like, you know, 120 passer rating, like 13 touchdowns to like 2 interceptions or something. Like I don't know. I'm just basing I'm assuming that's close to what his numbers were. Like, you know, like really A+ stuff down the stretch.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. This game on Sunday in general, I think is just weird, right? So we haven't won a home game yet this season. Chargers have lost 2 in a row. So, I mean, if you stick with the formula that you did last week, and Brinkman says it right here, he'd like to see a 60-40 split in favor of the pass. I'm fine with that if you can do it, if you can run the ball consistently, but I just don't know. I mean, one game against the Detroit Lions, who are awful.
You mean like one of the worst teams in football?
The worst team in football. It's not even close. I thought the Giants. I thought the Detroit Lions were at least somewhat respectable because they had those close games against the Ravens and a couple close games against the Rams in the first half, and it just they gave up. That's what that tells me. I think they gave up.
I was close. It was 10 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 100 passer rating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you give me that over like a 5-game stretch?
I'd like to see it. I'd be all for it.
And come back, and obviously a lot of those stats for Wentz came when they were down. But here's the thing: he won those games. That's why I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Hurts, it drives me crazy. They're like, "Oh man, look at those what comebacks he had won."
Right.
Like. Oh, like it's just so annoying because it's just like we're such a bad football team.
Yep.
And everyone's just like, we should make the playoffs. And I'm like, cool. I'll still have absolutely no idea who Jalen Hurts is.
Right.
And I have no idea what Nick Sirianni is or Jonathan Gannon. We'll just be one of those. We'll be that. We'll be. You know what we'll be? We'll be the The hell is it? Oh, we'll be the Panthers. The one year they were like 6-10 and made the playoffs.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Because, the division that year was terrible. I know exactly the year you're talking about. No one in that division had a winning record.
Yep.
But, yeah, if there's a game I think Jalen Hurts needs to show out and prove that he actually can be a potential franchise quarterback, it has to be this game right here. It's all laid out for you.
Like with so many things in his favor, like they're an awful run team. They're an awful run defense. You're a running quarterback. Their corners their best corners are hurt, which means
Asante Samuel Jr. Yep, they're out.
Or susceptible. And there's no.
Yep.
It's not like it's with the Niners where they have like good safeties. There's no good safeties on the. No, they have Derwin James.
They have I was going to say they have Derwin James. I was waiting for you to kind of pick up on it.
I forgot about Derwin James for like 3 points. Okay, so they have one really good safety, and that's it.
Yeah.
Here's what you do: just don't throw it near him. You're fine. You're golden.
Basically.
What? Derwin James is on the left side. Throw it to. Well, wait. Never mind. Jalen Hurts doesn't throw it to the left side anyway.
Yep. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Kayvon says he thinks we got our first win at home.
Sure.
I hope so. I hope so. But let's see. Kayvon also says we all know good and well. We ain't gonna give Hurts his props. Let's be real. I mean, if he plays well, Kayvon,
sure.
I'll eat crow all day. If he plays well on Sunday, I'll absolutely say.
Did you miss the show week 1 when we were all like, "Oh my God, he was so good"? Oh man, if this is what he is the rest of the year, sign my ass up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he hasn't been good this year. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you think he has, you're lying to yourself.
I mean, he had a good game, obviously, week 1. His second best game was against Kansas City, and their defense stinks. I can't say he had a good game. I mean, he did what he had to do against the Lions, but he didn't really do
Lions.
much
The Lions.
Yeah, exactly. And Kayvon says he's been a C, talking about Jalen Hurts. I mean, that's fair.
Cool. He's been like a 70.
Yeah, I'll give him a C. That's fine. I'll give him a C. But he needs to take the
honestly. I think he's
show me that he can do it.
C right now.
Yeah, I'm fine with a C.
Right, he's really close to that line.
Yeah, I mean, if he plays well on Sunday, I'll give him the credit. But I need to see him do it on a consistent basis. That's my thing. I need to see him do it consistently. I need him to ball out on Sunday, and I also need Nick Sirianni to run the ball. But we'll see. Let's see. We do have someone in the back end. Hold on a minute. What's up, Todd?
What's happening, man?
What's up, Todd? I missed you last week.
Yeah, I was enjoying some Germany action, you know what I'm
saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, man, get it while you can.
Well, of course. I mean, shoot, it was we got a all weekend kind of festival going on. It's like a little carnival with Ferris wheel and everything. So, yeah,
that must be fun.
It's fun times. Fun times.
We don't have like
it brings the locals out. Let's just say that, man.
Right.
That'd be nice. Yeah, we don't have that here.
And
yes,
just
he is. He's a fantastic fantasy quarterback.
He is fantastic in fantasy. Talking about Jalen Hurts, yeah.
Man, I will admit that flower power speech did kind of have me at a rant, but I want to separate the Mr. Burns and Smithers relationship between Howie and Jeffrey Lurie, because it's coming down to where we're getting split. Either keep the draft picks, or now I'm hearing let's go get Russell Wilson.
Here's a crazy thing that you can do. Are you ready? You can do
both. We like everybody else. Every Eagles fan got so many damn scenarios. So let's hear yours, Pete. Why not?
It's very simple, because you're gonna have a lot more. You're gonna have draft picks next year too. It's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What you got for me?
You draft high and get your good guys, and you still trade picks for Russ. It's very simple. Like,
it sounds that simple.
It
always
is very
sounds
simple.
That simple, but
it's not. Very simple. They suck. He doesn't want to play there anymore. And we have draft picks and whatever else they want. I don't give a shit. Like, let's go. Yeah. Let's go get Russ. Hey, they can running quarterback too. He's an arm. He can like underthrow DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. It'll be fun.
But here's the thing: we're not getting like what we think are in our head of Russell Wilson. We're gonna get. We're getting past 30 Russell Wilson. And how long will that last? It's like, oh, I'm calling him John. I gotta call him John McMuffin, not John McMullen, because he even got people from like, how is it? Do you look at this team and if you automatically I'll even say Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, you put them on the team now, do you actually automatically put them in the Super Bowl caliber team?
No, but I think if things can go correctly and you do what you're supposed to do, you can turn this around in a year.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about Howie fucking Roseman that has 3 draft classes that's not even on the damn roster. We have a guy that's a second round pick that we only use for blocking assignments.
Hey. That was not Howie's fault. That's fucking Jeffrey Lurie.
He drafted J.J. Arcega-Whiteside over DK Metcalf.
Talking about how great he is.
But still, it's a draft. And so now you got the whole...
I like this year's draft really well. I think this draft is turning out to be a very great one.
For what? Quarterbacks?
Not quarterbacks. I'm talking about the draft we just had.
Oh, yeah.
Devonta Smith, Landon Dickerson, Milton Williams. Obviously, Zach McPherson hasn't really done a lot for me, but I haven't really needed him to.
Well, let's not get too carried away about Milton Williams, and
I like what I see out of him. Obviously, there's still more to happen, but
he had a sack last week, Todd.
Huh?
He had a sack last week. I think he's fitting in for that gold jacket already.
Yeah, man.
I mean, like,
right. What are you talking about?
I mean, don't get it wrong. I mean, it feels good to watch that loss out or the losing out of our mouth, but now, after seeing how we completely dominated and we was running the fucking football where we were built
Don't
for,
get used to that.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I mean, I'm sorry, that is a winning formula that you just discovered. If you run the ball, take the ball, kind of not really take the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands, but you limited him. You pretty much create wide open windows for him when you're running the ball. That's what he needs. He needs to see how every pass. Yeah, he do. He needs to see how every pass looks.
I'm trying to save you some hurt because I love you. You're my brother, but I'm trying to save you some pain. It's just not happening. You're asking if 2 + 2 equals 4. 2 + 2 does not equals 4. It equals fertilizer.
Oh, Lord. No, it's called freaking... I mean, now that's what I'm saying. We're stuck in a fork in the road. Do you really want to use draft picks to pull Russell Wilson? I mean, that means you have to win now. Like, you're jumping into sweepstakes with the Los Angeles Rams, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Do you really feel this team can be on par with those caliber teams next year?
If we draft well, we're also going to have like a fuck ton of money. Here's the thing. Here's what happens, though. When you get a guy like Russell Wilson, guys want to play for you. Guys are going to take less money to come over to you. That's the type of player.
I understand that, but guess what? We done went down that damn way twice with these damn dream teams when we're spending more money during the offseason.
We spent a fuck ton of money in prior to 2017, and that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, but
that's see, there you go, Jay. You starting to
I get what you're trying to say, Pete, but like
I'm not saying you have to go crazy stupid money like John Middleton, but like you're gonna have money to make moves. This isn't like the last 3 years where it's like, excuse me, I'd like 2 corners, 3 linebackers, and 3 safeties.
But what do you think is gonna happen if you get Russell Wilson? Like, you gotta pay him.
Yeah, that's the.
He's already on a contract.
Yeah, but
he is.
I think I'm trying to think. His contract is over. I'll look it
up.
Like
when did he sign the extension where he announcing that go Hawks with his wife and shit?
Oh, right.
That felt like 2 years ago or something.
Let's see here. He is.
And don't forget to mention his age either.
So
32. It's like look at fucking Aaron Rodgers is like almost.
I was gonna say
he is not Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Let's see. He's
He
an
just pulled a
unrestricted
pin
free
out.
He's been to more Super Bowls.
in- Let's see. So according to this, he's an unrestricted
And they
free
both
agent
got
in
the same
2024.
record. One is one.
In 2024, he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. So we'll see.
Cool.
2024.
Yeah, so you're going to have to pay him eventually.
So you're catching that late end of the contract, where is the godly numbers.
Yeah, we're like the meat of the contract. Yeah.
Yeah, restructure the fuck out of it.
Let's see. We do have a comment here from Chris Kaufman.
Do what Mr. Smithers does well. Kick the bucket down the road.
Exactly, down the road. That's gonna be the next GM's problem.
I mean, he's
Chris,
worse than that. Hey, I bet you won't find that toy, Mr. Buckets, because he is an embodiment of it. He likes to put the balls in his mouth.
Yeah. Chris, we appreciate the donation. He says, consider the last time we beat the Chargers at home, it was 2005. I say run the ball, and furthermore, run the ball. Yeah.
I mean, it's a balanced attack. You get Jalen Hurts run. You get those running backs going. You're going to have Derwin James have to cheat up in the middle to stop the run, and then you go over the top. I don't see what's the difficulty about that. And apparently their corners are hurt again.
It would be very simple if not for the fact that we have an owner for whatever fucking reason that despises running the football.
Yeah.
I'll never understand it, but yeah, this is a thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that scene in Any Given Sunday when Cameron Diaz wants to high flying, talking about that's how football is going and all this other bullshit. I'm just about the dubs, man. And if that's what helps out,
I 100% agree with you. But,
I'm sorry. Right now, you need a strong running game to help out a young quarterback.
It's not happening.
Yeah, you absolutely do.
So that whole passing, that's going to come with time, because if for a history lesson, go look at Russell Wilson's first year. Go look at Tom Brady's first really good couple of starts. They had a running game. I mean, you saw a couple of passes, but you look at how many pass attempts they had. I guarantee you it did not go past 25.
No.
So,
I mean, Russell Wilson also had an elite defense, too. He came in with an elite defense.
An elite defense. And who was in his backfield? I believe a man called Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, yep.
So those two, I mean, it's hard for me to look at taking, because everybody's saying it's going to take 3 first-round picks. Everybody's just now want to use the 2023 kind of first-round pick. The way I look at it, if you take these first 3 first-round picks, regardless of where they're going to kind of sit, that is 3 pillars of the defense that we need to change, because we're not going to have a safety next year.
I don't think. Here's the thing about that. I don't think we're going to use all 3 anyway. So I might as well use one of them to go get a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, but is it going to take just one though? That's the thing.
Fine. You know what? Well, I'll give you one from my 2022 class, because I have 3. I'm going to have 3. There's Wentz is going to give us a third one, which is going to be great. And then you know what? You can have a first in 2023, and you know what? Maybe I'll throw in a second as well. I don't give a shit.
Right.
Or I'll take some awful contract that you don't fucking like over there. I don't give a shit.
See, this is why you got to look at also who you negotiate. Okay, the Seattle Seahawks just got, they wasn't not really planning on having, I don't know if they don't even have their first round pick this year.
They have none. They have none.
Yeah, I don't think they have any.
None this year.
Yeah, so, okay, if you mean to tell me, I get rid of Russell Wilson, but that allows me to help try to rebuild my roster, you think I'm going to just take only one first round pick when I know you got 3?
You're getting multiple first and a second. And you're getting a young quarterback who's shown something, who you can possibly develop into the next Russ. There you go.
So you're using Jalen Hurts as a bargaining chip towards Seattle, where we could just keep Jalen Hurts and keep the 3 first round picks.
I don't need to keep him. I have Minshew behind me for 2 more years.
Wow, you really like that Minshew mania?
No, but why do I need what positives come from me keeping Jalen Hurts?
Build it
what?
Build the damn roster. Read our Swiss cheese, man.
How is Jalen Hurts built? What does Jalen Hurts build? What's he build a hole in the bench?
See,
Man, he's your bridge gap till you build the Ferrari. Like when Tom Brady went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, what did they add? What did they truly add?
All
they did was just draft a lineman. He was already bringing Rob Gronkowski. I mean, the whole team on that Tampa Bay roster was already there, man. Like everybody needed to pull their head out their ass and realize that Tampa Bay Buccaneers team was already built. They just didn't have a quarterback.
Yep.
Because we was talking about how
I don't really care. I'm sick of watching.
Jameis Winston was over 4,000 yards with 27 interceptions. It was like all their games was right there, but they had those turnovers from Jameis Winston. Right. You replace that with Tom Brady. Whoa! You mean to tell me we can win a Super Bowl with this roster?
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning, the same damn thing. He goes to Denver Broncos. Okay, like the team was there because they went to the damn Super Bowl. Everybody forgets that first one when they went to against Seattle. The team was already built.
They got destroyed.
They got destroyed because what happened? They realized they didn't have defense. Wait, John Elway, you got a little bit of cash. Let's go get some defensive players. We only need one or two. All they did was just get a safety and get a team for Khalid. There's 2 free agents. We're an already stacked roster.
In Russ, we trust.
Yeah, every time. Can we stop with that? Every time we come up with some savior, we say we in trust. I mean, fuck.
Right.
We had Cody Parkey in we trust, and look how long that lasts.
He had that one good year, and then he was gone.
Well, yeah, because he got
exactly. Hurt. So anytime like that's a curse. Like we got to start realizing how we bring curses upon our team.
I'm a grown ass man. I don't believe in fucking curses.
That is a curse because you're using a Dallas Cowboys saying from a grown ass man. Yeah, we know who. I know 2 mother Cowboy fans that says that shit. Mark Holmes and motherfucking that comedian. That does the whole rundown. I haven't watched any videos because the Cowboys are good this year.
Yeah, I mean, I get both sides of the argument, right? I get giving up high draft capital for Russell Wilson because you have an elite caliber quarterback for the next 5 or so years, and you're automatically a contender when you have a quarterback like Russell Wilson. However, I also understand Todd's point, and I do like the idea of holding on to Jalen Hurts, have him continue to develop, and
develop him. I mean, like we are not set.
And then in his second year, if he still shows he struggles and he leaves the pocket early, okay, we move on. But you have those.
We are in his second year.
But I'm saying,
like, wow, of a first year rookie 4-game, like, he's
not a rookie. Stop that shit. Stop that shit right now.
Oh my God!
I said a rookie
season that he barely played.
If he's a rookie, then Patrick Mahomes should have won Rookie of the Year.
How so? Patrick Mahomes sat a whole fucking year.
No, he played 1 game. He started in 1 game.
With Andy Reid as his head coach, we got a fucking new coach that's talking about flowers that we don't know anything about yet, man. We're still learning.
Is the flower guy making Jalen's arm all like wobbly?
And Pete, we're right back to square one. We don't know between the head coach or the quarterback or even the defensive coordinator. Everybody's still learning.
21 games is more than enough to figure out what this guy is. Like he's had.
Did we not say we're going to give Jalen Hurts the whole entire season? Did we not say that? Not divide up
giving him
4 games from last year where we had one different head coaching, from Doug Peterson to Flower Power.
I'm still giving him a shot. But guess what? He hasn't shown me anything. You have the rest of the season to get me off the Russell Wilson bandwagon. If he balls out the rest of the way and he shows me how great he can be, sure. I don't need Russell Wilson because I'll have Jalen Hurts. But until that happens, I'm out. Like he's shown me nothing.
Yeah, but
he's shown me like he really is great at garbage time stats.
At the same time, can we stop putting him in garbage time stats? I mean, fuck, if you come out with a second-year quarterback, I'll even say it for you, but you're throwing 50 fucking times and running only 3 times, like you're kind of playing the hand into the defense also. Like, come
you
on,
absolutely
man.
are.
Or crazy ideas. Like, he shouldn't be throwing it that much. I 100% agree. But he also shouldn't be, like, missing wide open dudes who are, like, all the way in the end zone. He shouldn't be underthrowing dudes. Like, what are you doing?
When you
like,
put him in a rhythm, like, what did I say? When it comes to a rhythm, when a young quarterback that can get amped, you gotta get him settled. Just like with even Devontae Smith, because we didn't come for his head when he dropped the ball that hit him square dead in the chest, did we?
he's made plays. Like, I'm not expecting the finished product of him.
And Hurts hasn't. So it's like, why
This
do
is
we
his
come
second
out
year. This
and
is not
we want
Devontae's
a
first year.
style kind of quarterback where, oh, he's threw for 400 yards, but did he get the win? No, but he threw for 400 yards. Wasn't it beautiful? Compared to last week where he didn't really throw, but we got the dub.
Yeah,
I mean, like, what do y'all want?
I have no complaints for what he did last week. He did what he was supposed to do, which is fine. 200 yards rushing the ball is great. No picks, no fumbles. Everything was great. Cool.
Exactly, because I mean, like, hell, I remember
you want to
everybody
impress me? Beat the Chargers. You want to impress me? Beat the Chargers.
Well, we're gonna find out because if he does that, that's gonna like, hey, yo,
beat the Chargers
it really
and then
gives
go to
us that
Denver. There
opportunity
you go.
to go on a run.
Cool. Do it. Show me. I'm tired of these dumb as fuck catchphrases with him. Rents due. Like, dog mentality. Let's go, man. Like, come on, show me, man. Like,
I haven't heard any more catchphrases since after that Las Vegas loss. So
yeah, right.
I mean, that was all.
I don't want to hear his dumb, like him and Sirianni. I don't want to hear. I want no more catchphrases. I don't want T-shirts. I don't care about your sunglasses.
Well, I haven't seen that. We haven't seen the highlighter in the cap in a while either. We haven't.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. I mean, like he didn't come out with the cap. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The flower power speech was the last straw. I mean, because the team came out, played on fire for him. So I mean, as long as the team is still playing for him and fighting for him, so it sounds crazy to the public. I mean, we all understood it. His levels, he got to grow. It just didn't come off. You just don't say that in a public forum, especially towards this kind of media.
They just found a gun in with Ruggs when he was arrested.
Oh yeah,
mm-hmm.
So he was not only was he going 156 miles an hour, drunk, he had a firearm on him.
Yeah, man,
yeah, and it was an illegal firearm too. It was an illegal firearm.
Stuff.
It wasn't even his. It wasn't even his firearm either.
This is what you call the classic. Like, you had the world in front of you.
Yep.
And I mean, and you just decided to make a boneheaded decision. This is how I look at it. It's during the week. Why are you drinking? Like, I mean, like, I look at these guys, I understand they gotta unwind, but there's certain times, man, like and Uber, Lyft.
If only
the NFL has a 24-hour car service.
If only there was a system in place.
You got 3 sources to carry your ass, or rent a limo, ball out. Like, what happened to those old, like, growing up for us? Like, if you
if you were in a limo, that was it.
You was balling, like, you showing up, sticking your head out the damn sunroof, like, yo, what's good?
There's literally a thing called the NFL hotline to which he could have called and been like, hey, come get my ass.
Yeah, it's a 24-hour call service. Be like, if you're too
scumbag, Bryce. He's a scumbag.
Like what up, Bryce? Man, let's not call him a scumbag. And at the end of the day, he was just young, dumb, full of cum, man.
No. You openly decided to get behind the wheel of a car when you were drunk, and your actions allowed someone and an animal to be burnt to death.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not making any excuses for him. It's just I don't need to kick another man when he's completely down and out. Like that's what I mean. Like, we know. I mean, throwing that legal firearms on top of all those charges. I mean, like,
that's another.
There's no need to, I ain't gonna call him an idiot because I mean, if you saw the video, how he was crying and everything, like that was like the true wake up call. Like,
well, he knew immediately. He's like, oh my
yeah,
god,
like exactly. Like he knew that his life is over.
yep.
I mean,
At
it's
least
just
his
one of
NFL
those.
career's over. And listen, whether he gets, I don't think he's going to.
He's
get
already
cleared,
out on $1
obviously.
million bond.
Yeah, he'll do time still because he has to go through the whole court proceeding and they have to still do the investigation. But regardless, it not saying his life's over, but his NFL career could very well be over. And shit like this sticks with you. This sticks with you forever.
I mean, you gotta call it his life because he's into a second year of a rookie deal. So let's
only
truly
20,
be honest.
He's only 22, yeah. Todd. He's only 22.
Exactly. I mean,
do you remember what we did when we were 22?
Woo, boy, that was like second around that time, 22. Ooh, I think I moved down to South Carolina. I think.
Okay.
Like, I think I was like transferring out of college at that time.
Yeah. It's a completely awful situation that could have easily been avoided.
And that's the whole point. Like that's why I don't need to kick the man down because you had 3 options to get your ass home, but you chose to show off in a Corvette. I mean, it looked like it was on the strip, but
you take the high road. I will take the low road for you.
Nah, don't do that, man. It's just because like. Everybody knows when you read that situation, you see who it is, you know what organization he's about. You're just automatically gonna say, why be in that predicament? Why?
My dad told me at 16, he's 16 years old. You ever in a situation like that, call someone, I'll come get your ass. I don't care if it's 4 a.m. I don't care if you drunk like a skunk. I will come get your ass. And we won't have any discussions about it whatsoever. I knew that as a 16-year-old kid, I could do that. If you as a 22-year-old is like, you know what? I cannot see straight or walk straight. I should get in this car.
Well, no, I mean, that's why, people don't consider alcohol truly a dangerous drug, but it really is because I guarantee you, I feel fine. I'm good. I can drive. And what happens every time that you step out that bar or nightclub and you get that fresh oxygen, it's a whole new ball game. And you talking about driving,
You're never. Like, I'm good. Yep.
Yeah, you talking about a sports car with a light gas pedal.
Yeah, right.
It's the truth.
It's just how it's gonna happen. But I mean. Regardless, a woman lost her life in a dog. I know there's plenty of dog lovers out there, but can we commend that Howie? I mean, this is why I'm still on the fire Howie train. Did he not bring in Eric Wilson? So now we're still paying a salary, but thank God we got rid of him.
So
we did
since he
was keep on.
Since he was claimed, I think
since he was claimed, the Texans take that 2.2. That was going to be a dead cap hit. So
he did get claimed. Oh shit!
He got claimed by the Texans. So we don't owe anything.
Season, let's go.
We don't owe anything against the dead cap, so we're good. We saved 2.2 million. So
thank God. Because
we're good.
I did not think he was going to get picked up. I mean, let's truly be honest about that one. I was like, he's going to make it through the waiver wire. Like we're going to owe him.
Well, and you saw the difference too, Todd. I'm pretty sure you watched the game to where you saw T.J. Edwards and Davion Taylor in there. It looked different.
It looked good.
They looked good.
That's the perfect mixture that you need.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You know why it also looked better? Because Alex Singleton played less. Alex Singleton, who's allowed 367 yards, 4 TDs, and has missed 14 tackles. 14.
Yeah, the Nate Gary curse. I mean, that's
There's actually an article.
No offense, but towards the white, linebackers that we done had, it just seemed like It just
They're
never
not
worked
good.
out
God.
from Casey Matthews to Nate Gary to even Alex Singleton. As like, it just really hasn't worked out. But I mean, this combination is actually a great fit. I mean, that's why this game is so important, because it also goes against Jonathan Gannon. Because of how well the defense looked and how great it looked. I mean, we already know they're going to scheme to try to get Edwards one-on-one with like Eckler or even a tight end, because they know he's not, his strong suit isn't coverage.
Yeah.
So
the funny thing about Singleton is that, like, I sent Jake an article talking about this earlier in the week where they did a compare and contrast between Alex Singleton's season and Nate Gary's season last year. And somehow, Singleton's been worse.
Well,
he's on pace to be worse.
He didn't hit the weight room this year like he did when you're hungry. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, he got
I'm sorry. It's not just
Singleton
me, right? He does look
success.
leaner. It's not just me.
No,
Singleton
it's not.
Okay.
I'm like this. He got the taste of success, because you talking about a guy that was just scrapping to stay to try to get on the field. I mean, we saw him. I mean, he had arms a little bit look like freaking Matthews from the damn Packers. But now this season, I'm like, why are your arms looking a little small there, guy? And I don't know if like if it was part of the defensive scheme, because we're just looking at, how do you was playing with your hair on fire last year. You come out this year and you stink. Like, that's why I'm like, I don't know how to chalk it up where you talking about a whole new coaching staff. How much is going to, like, you see how it affected Fletcher Cox. You see how it can affect the veterans. It goes hand in hand when it comes to coaching and players. So are the coaches are putting these players in the best position, or the players are executing?
Yep.
It goes hand in hand. So it's that's why this Chargers game is a marquee game. Can we get a home victory? I mean, I say we go. Are we going to wear the black uniforms, or are we still wearing fucking midnight green?
It's the green and white pants. That's what they're doing. The green and white pants combo. That's what they're doing for or Sunday.
Okay, my fault. I'm starting 2 petitions or 2 rally cries. Fire Howie and bring back Kelly Green, because I'm sorry. We should have closed this chapter after we won the Super Bowl with these midnight greens. Because have you noticed we kind of wore the midnight greens a lot more this year?
Yeah.
Like, I look at it, when Chip Kelly was here, we wore a lot of the white and the black, but very rarely of the midnight green.
He was coming from Oregon too, and it's been like 5 years since they've worn the same uniform. You know what I mean? It feels like they have a new uniform every week.
So it's, and then we went back to the midnight green. We still look like we had a great balance after, during our Super Bowl run. It was like perfect timing when we needed the black jerseys, when we needed the green. It lined it up. It's like this year we've been more green, and we got more of a loser record when we wear those than we do, our white jerseys, and we haven't worn our black jerseys yet, which don't make any sense. I mean, hell, Thursday night's a color rush game.
It always seems to be against the Giants. We always wear our black uniforms, either that or the Cowboys. It's always a division game.
Yep.
And I don't know, but that's why I said it's time for a new color. It's time to bring back the Kelly Green, because your whole entire fan base is crying for it. Like, we haven't had a fresh update. We need a fresh coat of paint, man. That's what we need. But I mean, right? I mean, going back to this game is truly important to really find out where we're going, because if we lose, then the Russell Wilson path just got a whole lot clearer. If we do win, I mean, it's just another week of let's find out. I want the development. I mean, this is the growing pains. I mean, remember how you used to call out for? I mean, we used to love playing against Dak when he was first starting. Because we used to say how garbage he was and how much he didn't learn. But look how, I mean, it took a while, but development. Now he's like looking in the running for MVP.
Yeah.
So I mean, crazy. Like, y'all, it's like y'all gotta realize, like, you can get caught up looking into the now, and you feel as though you can compete, but I'm like, this year we still don't know. We're going into next year. We're not going to have Anthony Harris. We're going to lose a linebacker. I mean, are we going to keep Fletcher Cox or not? You know,
I don't think so.
All right, we're not going to keep Steven Nelson for how great he's playing, but I mean, are you truly going to pay him?
I mean, you're probably
it all depends on what it looks like. Like,
right
if
now,
he's like, I want 3 years, $50 million. You can go kick rocks, motherfucker.
No. Well, I mean, look how he's balling out. I mean, him and Slayer are looking like the tandem. It's gonna put a little. It's gonna make Howie pull the trigger. Like, well, he balled out. That looks like our pillars for our defense. I've been getting all these cornerbacks from all these other teams from the practice squad. We can run with this. No. See, this is where we end up in the same goddamn position that we are, or we're coming out of right now. We're thinking that we got something and we're going to push all the chips in, and we really don't.
Right.
Where you talking about 3 first-round picks, the way I look at it, you go get that Notre Dame safety. You can either pick up a cornerback in Stingley, and then you finally get a first-round linebacker in Christian Harris.
It's never happening. It's never happening.
I hope so. I hope it does.
We've picked 2 linebackers, 3 linebackers in the history of the Philadelphia Eagles in the first round.
Yeah.
3 times. The last time they picked one was 1979.
Yeah. But for Gannon to run this defense, he has shown that he needs linebackers.
Cool. Yeah. His franchise doesn't give a shit about them.
Well, then you're not gonna. Then why'd you hire? This is Howie's coaching team, okay?
Yeah.
This is Howie's analytic team from top to bottom. That's why I'm saying if they turn around, make the playoffs, okay, we gotta ride with Howie because we already know that relationship is not gonna break up. But if his ship goes the wrong direction, it just all of a sudden the plants died, or we used too much fertilizer. I don't know.
Not enough fertilizer.
Like if it goes that way, I'm like this. Get rid of Howie. I mean, if you bring in a GM like the man I want, Louis Riddick, and he wants a whole new coaching staff, you give it to him. But it's right now we're right at that fork in the road. I don't want to give up on the whole coaching staff. I want this young youth movement to continue. And I'm like, if we're going to go this youth movement, let's go all the fucking way. Let's not try to look at another man's trash again. Because here we go again. It's like we're putting the high praise on an older quarterback, that thinking that we bring him to the team, we're guaranteed to get a Super Bowl. I don't want to waste 4 years trying to go out, get this, go out, get that, spend money. Hopefully that we draft the right quarterback or right pieces that when we give up our guaranteed shots at
you want to end the Russell. You want to.
What were we saying, Pete?
Wait, what?
You want to end the Russell Wilson talk? Because here's the thing. I'm all for Russell Wilson, but you know what? You want to end the talk right here? Jalen Hurts has that opportunity. He has everything at his fingertips. You want to show everyone that you're the guy? Well, we don't need Deshaun Watson. We don't need Russell Wilson. You have me. You have Jalen Hurts. You know what?
Well,
be a man. You know what?
Well, no. What is it? Well, I want to know what is the standard to say let Jalen Hurts play again next year? What do you need to personally see? I'm going to ask you one at a time. So
I need to see development week in and week out, and I'm just not seeing it.
What do you consider development? What do you consider development?
Looking past your first read, not forcibly dumping it to the running back for a screen for -5 yards, not rushing, not choosing to run while there's a guy halfway down the field, wide open, uncovered.
I think my big thing is with Jalen Hurts is consistency for one. I need him to consistently throw the ball accurately and on time. And my other big one is patience in the pocket. That's my big one. And my big bugaboo from last week was where he had a perfectly clean pocket. Devontae Smith was wide open, and Jalen Hurts just elects to run on his final step back.
Like everyone, you have a clean pocket. They keep talking about the O-line, but like he has all the time in the world. Honestly, he's had all the time in the world, and he can't. He doesn't trust it.
And this is why. And this is why the running game and like this is the first game where we had 15 or more rushes, and you see how good like the offensive line blocked when you're constantly allowing those big boys to lean on the defensive line instead of them having always in pass protection. He got more time in the pocket. It was like he finally realized, oh wow, or he could show in film, this is what your clean pocket looks like. Yeah. Okay, you don't have to take off compared to the earlier in the week.
Why don't you just stick it in your running back's chest? You have the option.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like when you finally run the ball, and now you got the offensive line not being beat left and right. So where he like it's that alarm clock in the back of his head. So now when you talk about you can go into the coaching film and he's like this, you see all the how the pocket looks compared to from the first quarter to the third quarter when we had the good running game. So you can actually tell him, hey, you don't need to leave the pocket. Really read the field. Take that time. Your offensive line is winning the block or is winning the battle because we ran the ball. So really get a chance to like sit back because it's when you talk like that's what he got to understand of when he knows he has a clean pocket. He still hasn't got that feel for it yet. It's easy to say to like you got a clean pocket, really read the field, but he's a running quarterback and he still needs to know how that feels of a clean pocket, how to move, how to maneuver in the pocket. I mean,
if you're getting 4 seconds to throw the ball and you still feel the need, you need to like it's different. Like if you see something collapse, I know what you mean. If you see it collapse, if you give the
quarterback 3 seconds, that's a clean pocket. I understand, but he has to have that feel of it. He hasn't got that feel because when he's back there,
feeling something.
Well, that's the thing. He feels that he's like, okay, I'm. That his in his head that alarm is going off at 2 seconds where really he has that 3 seconds. So his alarm in his head is always going off too early because he's wanting to take off. I mean, look at Lamar Jackson his first year. That's why I'm like, y'all gotta when y'all bring me up the problem.
Went like 6-1. All right, let's chill with that.
No, I'm talking about his development. Like y'all want development. Look at other quarterbacks in their development. Like, God damn, look at I mean, like when I say Lamar Jackson, he always pulled the ball and run. Yeah. But now
here's the difference.
We're in year 3, Pete. Year 3 of Lamar Jackson, and now we're starting to see the quarterback development. It's going to take time of a running quarterback to trust the pocket.
Hurts couldn't have made any, even in year 2, couldn't have made some of the throws that Lamar made in year 1. And that's saying something. Like
I will say,
I'm not trying to talk about the throw. It's the development of knowing to not leave the pocket. I'm not talking about the arm.
Here's why I don't care about Lamar running as a rookie. Because Lamar is such a better athlete, and Lamar's gone. Like he's automatic. He runs, he's gone. Hurts is not. That's not Hurts.
Yeah, but
I'm not even talking about the running style, man. It's like I get you cannot leave the pocket.
Right. And well, here's the disadvantage with Jalen Hurts. And Todd, I get what you're saying completely. You give him time, he'll develop, see what happens. Which if we don't get a quarterback this offseason, I hope they do that. I'm fine with building the team, waiting another year. I'm fine with that.
I really like Matt Corral. That's just me.
I like Matt Corral, but he doesn't like. He has an arm, but there's a lot of.
See, that's why Jake is, we right here when it comes to looking at young players.
I get the
appeal. Who was talking about Carson Wentz in the middle of the season in 2015?
I get the appeal for Matt Corral. I get it. He's my highest ranked quarterback and below average quarterback.
But do you like this? That's what I'm saying. When you look at this quarterback draft class that's coming up, is there a surefire? Yes, if I don't take him in the any of those quarterbacks, do they belong in the top 5?
No, but
Like, would
here's
you
the
draft
thing.
him in the top 5? Not because of the quarterback need, because we know the quarterback need always trump it. But if you truly, like, it was a choice to really take one of these guys in the top 5, would you pull the trigger?
Would I? No. But here's the thing, right?
And there you go.
It's always these hyped up quarterback classes that's usually sometimes they don't work out, and it's the quarterback classes that aren't hyped up is where you find those franchise quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where it's like that's why it's always called the perfect landing spot.
Right.
It's
exactly.
like everything's got to work out together. Like I heard how the Godfather, he doesn't like Kenny Pickett because he just like he sees those gloves, and I'm like, hey, he could be like Kurt Warner with the damn gloves. It's like
no, but like here's the thing. This is the perfect Eagles scenario to where like theoretically, if we draft Kenny Pickett, be like it's the final game. He's running down the field. Pickett throws an interception, and then we just hear the constant reverbs from the announcer. Oh, Pickett threw a pick. Pickett threw a pick.
Exactly.
It's just like
I can't listen to that for like.
Listen, if your last name's Pickett and you're a quarterback, I don't like you. If you're a kicker and your last name's Blewett, I don't like you.
You talking about. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we got to stop giving these alley-oops to, reporters like John McMuffin and, all these guys that just goes into like, I love John McMullen. I do. I mean, he's been giving out great analysis for a long time. But I just hate that this whole one quarterback automatically makes you to a Super Bowl caliber team where we don't I'm like, we're not going to bring the guy in this year. So if you're already looking at next year and you're talking about all the free agents that we're going to lose, we need a new defensive end because we're not going to keep Barnett. I mean, like you can't just give up assets for one guy when you got 5 other needs, and we haven't been drafting well. Like that's why I'm like, if Howie's going to still be around, I really want to at least have those 3 first-round picks so he can hit.
If Hurts starts developing and here he plays better, we don't need a quarterback, do we?
And that's what I hope.
He can end this conversation on Sunday, or no, he can start ending this conversation. All you have to do is play better. That's it. I'm not asking you to make a fucking Pro Bowl. I'm not asking you take me to an NFC Championship game. Just progressively get better. It's not. I'm not asking for much. Like I'm really not. Like throw two guys who are open.
It's easy to say that.
Right.
Okay, if you're not asking for so much, then let's truly give the man time to develop, and that's what I'm saying.
I'm giving it to him. I've given him the whole season. He gets the rest of the season.
Well, are we at week 17 or 18? So you haven't given him the full season yet.
Did I say? I didn't say bench Jalen Hurts. You're not seeing me say Minshew mania. No.
You could have fooled me because guess what? My timeline gets kind of flooded like that. It goes from seeing, need a bench fucking Hurts, pitches from Gardner Minshew.
Benching
now we got Russell Wilson getting. I'm like, it's like Monday, bench Hurts. Tuesday, let's start Gardner Minshew. Wednesday, well, there's a possibility that we could trade for Russell Wilson. I mean,
I'm all for it. But guess what? If he plays if he plays like he talks, we have nothing to worry about.
Well, I think is going to reach there because he already got the mindset. It's just as a fan base, we have to be patient. But I'm just worried about our fan base.
He sucked. Like you can have the mindset. You can say all the right things and just not be there. You're just not that guy. That's fine.
Yeah.
But who is?
But
I'm like this as the Eagles as a fan base. I mean, like our quarterback or what we want to have in a quarterback is completely all over the place. We want somebody as competent as Tom Brady, but we want somebody as big arm like Aaron Rodgers. But we would love him to move like Lamar Jackson. I'm like, we're not creating a quarterback Frankenstein. All right, I know we try to build up a quarterback. I know we try to do a quarterback factory, but I mean, like, let's stay in the realm of reality. All right,
Yeah.
either one or the other. Either we're going to push the chips in, try to go get a veteran quarterback, and then we're going to fill up the defense with nobodies like we've been doing, or let's truly get some blue chip, foundation. I mean, fuck, I want to have like that Ray Lewis, that Ed Reed, those guys that came, that they drafted, developed, and then they, we had a serious defense. The reason why I'm so stuck on defense, Jake, you said this is a defensive draft class, right?
Mm-hmm. Defensive heavy draft. Yep.
So, and
you're gonna have 11. You're gonna have 11 draft
where it was a
picks.
defensive heavy draft, and we draft offense.
Yeah, you're gonna have 10 plus draft picks. You're gonna have every opportunity to draft a defense.
Well, guess what? It doesn't help if you're not taking those blue chip players with those first 3 round picks. I mean,
I'll guarantee you this.
Hamilton is a miss on a safety right now. Like you cannot miss.
There's no way that they're using all 3 picks. I'll tell you that right now.
Knowing how it
why
rose,
not?
Pete,
why?
It's how it rose, I know exactly what you're saying, Pete.
I know either trade back or trade. I mean, he's going to trade up and down the motherfucking board.
You, Todd. I'm with you, but knowing how he rose,
if the first 2 picks, from like the top 10, and and the third pick's at 15 to 21, wherever it is, sure, I'll ship that. Goodbye. If all 3 picks are in the top 10, that's a whole different ball game.
Right.
I mean, that's how it makes me feel when it comes to Howie.
Because remember, when all of their contracts are up, they'd all be doing it at the same time.
Well, it's much easier to balance it out when it comes on defense. It's like, okay, which one you like? If we drafted Hamilton, Stingley, and Christian Harris, who balled out first? Like that's how you always go by the contracts. It's like, okay, who's really okay? If Stingley gone to
Marvius, I guess we should just trade away all our picks then, because Howie's just not going to draft anyone. Carson Wentz sucked. Jack Hurts
like I said,
garbage.
I'm always trying to stay on the positive, but I mean, history, man. I mean, Howie's been here since 2012, and we don't even consider, and that's when we got around Fletcher Cox and
Brandon Graham guy's a bum.
Well, we were saying that for what, like his first 5 years.
Fletcher
and
Cox,
that's what I'm saying.
nobody.
Like as far as the Eagles fan base, I mean, we was calling Derek. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I did kind of say BG was a bum because he wasn't getting those sacks. But
meanwhile, what's his name's not even in the fucking league anymore.
No.
Earl Thomas. Yeah. But I mean, you see how Jason Pierre-Paul. I mean, he's still going strong, but there's one thing that you could truly say that BG is truly being missed on this field. His run stopping ability has truly been missed. Mm-hmm. Like that's why I say he's truly a Hall of Famer in my book because we have truly noticed the difference.
Yeah,
so put some respect on BG's name, Eagles fan base. Like
that's the heart of the defense, and you have the great Fletch Deeney just sitting there whining and bitching like a little girl.
Well, listen, if we do end up trading Fletcher, which I think
please
we will
God, please Jesus, let it happen.
If we do trade him in the offseason because we didn't do it at the deadline, please give me
I would have traded him for a second round pick and taken the hit like no one's business.
And that's another thing. I'm like,
please give me
right now is if we do get rid of Fletch. Goodbye. I mean, I'm glad that we held on to him this year because I was on the same boat. If it's not at least a third or a second, it's not even worth it.
Yeah. Goodbye, Fletcher. You will not be missed.
It's like now, like going into the offseason, if we get a 4 for a fifth, I wouldn't be mad.
No, I wouldn't be mad about it either.
It's like right now I would be mad.
So we did have a poll question at the beginning of the show. Todd, you weren't here. Me and Pete already answered it. So I'm going to ask you, will the Philadelphia Eagles have 20 plus rushing attempts on Sunday against the Chargers? Agree or disagree?
I want to agree. But this is what exactly we're trying to find out. Right. With this coaching staff, can we be consistent? Like that's the word of the week: consistency. Can Hurts consistently throw the ball? Put the ball on targets. Can we stick to a run? Can we dominate on time of possession?
Right.
Because those are two, like, that's how this team is built for. We're not built for, point for point. We're not built for no shootouts. We're built for, we want to beat you up with our big offensive lineman and control the clock.
Yep.
And so how we dominated, like, we was all worried. Like, we didn't really know if we could beat the Lions because we knew the Lions could fight.
Mm-hmm.
And we beat the living shit out of them. We got Dan Mullen looking like he had zero answers for that game. And and between him and Nick Sirianni, I don't know who's more raw.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So if that's how it's like the way you won that last week, that was a dominant performance on all three levels. So using your flower analogy, okay, now are you going to add too much water or add too much fertilizer? Because if you add water, I think we're going to be all right. But if you add fertilizer, I think we're going to fucking stink.
Yeah. Yep. And going back to what I said at the beginning of the show, I disagreed to the 20+ carries just because, like, it's all right in front of you. It's all in front of Nick Sirianni. The Chargers have the worst rush defense in the NFL, but their starting corners are also out. So Jeffrey Lurie's fondling himself, being like, Nick,
exactly.
You have to throw it, Nick. You have to throw it. You have to throw it, Nick. But,
that's what I say.
And that's my thing. That's why I don't see it happening. If it happens, I'll be happy because that's what this team is built on right now. It's a run-first offense, and that's how it should be. That's how it should have been all year. And if we actually ran the ball like we should have, well, we have a winning record right now. But, it is what it is. Like I said earlier, I'm going to disagree. I just don't. I don't see it.
I don't blame you on that one, man. Because it's a split. It's a 50-50 because we haven't seen it on the consistency of the running of the ball. Mm-hmm. You're talking about cornerbacks are hurt, so it's going. You got Jeffrey Lurie saying excellent. Smithers, go tell Sirianni to throw. It's too much.
Jalen Hurts is going to throw 50 times. Can't wait.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what happened when we saw Josh Norman on the 49ers sideline. That's what happens when we saw motherfucking Richard Sherman on the damn Tampa Bay sideline. It's like we thinking that's a weakness. It's like, no. This is going to allow Jordan Mailata to beat up on Joey Bosa first.
What'd you say?
That's.
I said if your quarterback was accurate, it would be a great thing to target, but he's not.
Here we go again.
If he threw with anticipation, that's the thing. He needs
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Devonta's making the cut and he's open. What should I do? I'm going to wait another 5 seconds.
Oh Lord.
Tell me I'm wrong, Todd. Just tell me I'm wrong. Like, tell me I'm wrong about this. Like,
you're not wrong in what you see, but for a young quarterback,
there we go.
That does not throw particularly well. Why are you going to force that hand?
Right.
That's why I'm like, if you know like this, okay. We're going to, since everybody loves to play Madden, and we're going to see about the real Madden players, not the ones that go to edit player and jack up their fucking stats. I'm talking about the ones that actually where you get only one time to improve their skills, and you got to put it in the right column of which one do you want to improve. Right now, Jalen Hurts running is all the way up, and his passing is kind of in the middle, a little bit lower. Okay, so if you know that, hell, I would love to see that 3 option that Georgia Tech runs with our damn offense.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Omar
what's wrong with being the number 1 rushing team in the NFL? Like, what's wrong with that?
Ask the owner.
Nothing. But
I don't think there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's Omar not. Says, once again, ask the owner.
Omar says, question, if you guys threw 20 times and only rushed 20 times, can the team win like this? Yes. A million times yes. Like old school Daniel Bryant, yes.
Like, seriously, why wouldn't it work?
Yeah, exactly. It's a balanced offense. That's
Yeah, but then you're gonna get like an
That's what we're
angry
gonna ask
email
him for.
from Jeffrey Lurie.
yeah. Be like you ran the ball too much.
What do you
should run
mean?
the
You ran it
ball
for
this game.
250 yards and no passing touchdowns? What is this?
Yeah. We have to trade Jalen Hurts eventually. If he's not throwing the ball, we can't get value. We can't do it.
What value?
Gotta love it when people that don't know football run football teams. It's great.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Well, that's why it's like I don't want to constantly hear about analytics. I don't care about style points, man. It's all about like that's one thing I'll at least admit about Jalen Hurts. At the end of the day, it's all about did you get the dub or not?
Mm-hmm.
He did not.
No.
So it's.
I gotta say, for a
look
guy who everyone
at that
tells me
Aaron
is a
Rodgers.
winner,
I'm just looking at
the truth is
examples.
losable.
I just want wins, man.
Yeah.
I want wins and improvement. And right now, it's like, what's our winning formula? I think that Lions game shows you what's your winning formula.
Yes,
it's just all about if the coaching, the owner, is everybody on the same page, is willing to have a winning product. Like that's what you got to look at to bring in big free agents. Are you willing to have a winning product?
Mm-hmm.
Not a passing product, not a show-offy product, a winning product.
No, I don't think that computes.
No, not with Jeff. No.
And that's why it's like this.
Logic.
If you don't feel that way, then that's why I'm like, why? I'm like this. Okay, then fuck it. Let's go ahead and bring in a Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
If like this, because if we don't trust our development or coaches developing young players, then yeah, we're behind the 8 ball because you see what the Rams are doing. The Rams are still.
I'm literally at the point where I'm just gonna say fuck it. And be like, let's go get Odell, let's go get Russ, and like, let's just have fun.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if y'all want Russell Wilson so badly, then yes, let's go get Odell right now. So we'll go ahead and have him on a roster. We go get Russell Wilson and just say fuck it. Let's go.
I'm honestly, I like pain and suffering, so I'm just like, fuck it, whatever. If it fails horribly, cool, whatever. At least I had fun.
Right.
See, there you go. I mean, that's why. I don't care. Hell, the Rams. We see how the Rams give away like their first and second round picks. Like but guess what? It's surprisingly funny that they're hitting on their late round picks as much or even better than we are.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
They don't believe in first round picks over there.
They had Deshaun Jackson on the damn team and they waived his ass.
Yeah,
well, that's because Deshaun's a whiny little bitch.
Well, and this is why Deshaun Jackson's an idiot. And I don't call many people idiots, but he's an idiot because
he's just like Odell.
Well, the fact that like, okay, you're not having a productive year. This is like your 13th or 14th year in the league, so that's whatever.
You're 7-1, dude.
Have you played in the playoffs or the Super Bowl? No.
And I'm saying like that
Super Bowl team.
Exactly. Yep.
You've never had a playoff win. You haven't had a playoff win since 2008, bro.
I know he still talks to Shady, but Shady would have been like, dude, you're on a Super Bowl team. What are you complaining about? You need to play. Yeah, what are you complaining about, dude? Just right.
He's like, listen, I got 2 rings and I didn't do anything.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
I didn't do anything.
You're getting paid. You're riding the bench. What's the problem? Help these young guys.
Just collect that Ronald Acuna ring.
But yeah. I mean, that lets you know, ladies and gentlemen, like about being a professional athlete. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's important to get your money while you're playing. Absolutely. But when you reach a certain point,
it's all about dubs.
You're not that guy no more.
Right.
And he realized that, okay, I went to the Rams. Think about it. They done changed uniforms. Okay, you're a marquee name. Your jersey should be selling, but you're not touching on the field, so your jersey's not selling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's still thinking about money, but it's like, dude, look around you. They now look at you. Now you really look stupid. They just got Von Miller.
Yep.
Like that lets you know that this was just truly a veteran team that's trying to go win a chip, but you're too busy worrying about playing time.
Yeah.
Okay,
It makes no sense.
Yeah, go find a team to go have some playing time.
And you want to talk about like cementing your legacy with like a potential Hall of Fame caliber career, putting a bow on top with a Super Bowl ring. I mean that's what you have to talk about.
It doesn't matter. It's a lot. Now when it's time when Shady's up for the Hall of Fame, you know how they're gonna look at it? They're gonna remember all the highlights. They're gonna remember that Lions game, him leaping and all of his breaking ankles and running touchdowns, celebrations, and then you also gonna look at the resume. How many times he went to the Pro Bowl, playoff appearance? Wait, he got a Super Bowl. Oh, he got 2 Super Bowls. Yeah. That right there flipped his resume from could be, he'll be a Hall of Famer, but we don't know when, to okay, it's going to look like he's going to be a close to a first round ballot. I'm not going to say he's a first round ballot. But those 2 Super Bowls, like when you just read the resume, it's like, oh wow.
Right. And that's the thing too. People are like, "Oh, well, he didn't play in the Super Bowl. He didn't do this in the Super Bowl." They don't look at that. They just look at the numbers.
They exactly. It's like how they will read your resume. It's like haven't seen this guy perform, but if you're reading the resume, you're like, "Hey, this guy could do the job."
Right.
And that's what happened. That's what's going to happen for him.
Yeah, and it's a shame because if the Rams do win a Super Bowl, people are gonna be talking about like, well, Deshaun could have had one, but
exactly. If they win a Super Bowl this year, does he get a ring?
No, he does not. He does not get a ring.
Well, I mean, they'll send him a ring because he was on the roster, but will it actually officially count? No.
I thought if you were with the team to start, you get the ring.
Yeah,
like, but they might send you the ring. It's like that one. I think is on the team. I really think that one depends on the team.
What's up, Pete?
But
man,
what up, Pete? My tag team partner. What's going on, man?
Let's see. Omar also says when you reach a certain age, it becomes all about legacy.
Yeah, apparently not for D-Jax.
Yeah, not for Deshaun Jackson. No.
When you hit a certain age, it's all about maturity as well. So I guess that just has never happened with Deshaun Jackson.
Right.
It's the same thing with McCoy.
Molly Mall says he had to play 9 games to get a ring. Yeah. Pretty much.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah.
And the funny part is he's on, like, when he says about those 2 Super Bowls, guess what he's gonna say? It was back to back.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. And that's like when you look at like Jason Peters and like some of the Eagles veterans, but when you talk about Jason Peters, who's going to be a Hall of Famer, they'll look at his resume. The same thing is like LaShawn McCoy being like, oh, he does have a Super Bowl too. Okay. Like they're not going to be like, oh, he didn't play, so it doesn't really count. The Raiders don't care about that. They just look at the resume and they're like, all right.
Yeah. Like nobody knew that Jason Peters played in that Super Bowl, but guess what? You look at that resume. Oh, Super Bowl. Oh, of course, first ballot.
Now, when you go back to Omar's point, when you reach a certain age, it becomes about legacy. Jason Peters is hurting his legacy at this point. He is killing his legacy.
That's another one. I don't know. It's
got to hang it up.
Like you got a point. Is because now. You chasing money, or you just love the game that much.
I think it's a little bit of both,
and that's why that's the only reason why I could chalk it up, because it's not like he's playing on Tampa Bay or the Rams, any of our top contenders. I mean, he's playing with the Bears. That, I mean, if you really thought that with Andy Dalton they was going to be, world beaters.
No.
Then okay, I can understand, but that was just like, hey, they got an opening, I can slide in. But for all in all, I mean, he has done pretty. I don't know. It's still it's the old Peters. It's not the bodyguard that we got accustomed to.
Right. Exactly. But
so It is. It's a sad sight to see. It's
Yeah, it is. It is. It's like when you have that new dog when you're a kid, and then like 10 years go by like that, and then you see him get old. You're like, ah, damn.
Yeah, it's like you're slowly
Like, you remember all the
withering
good
away on
times.
me.
You remember all like how good they were,
Yes,
and
like
all
you,
that.
like
And
it was.
then you see them getting old, and they're not what they used to be. They don't move as well as they used to. You're just like, ah, damn.
Like those pancake blocks or the
Yeah.
how he split the blocks and now it's like, oh man, now you're a turnstile, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
got thrown. Oh man, when he got thrown by Chase Young.
Yeah, that's when you knew, because he just literally grabbed him and threw him.
Oh, I mean, it looked like it was one handed. That's what even I was like, oh wow.
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
doesn't have
yeah.
it anymore.
Yeah,
does
that's
not
it was
have it
like
anymore.
yeah, that's where you like this. Yeah, this is not looking good.
this isn't it. This isn't it anymore.
And not only that, but I remember that happened like earlier in the game, so I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be a long motherfucking day.
Yeah. And Omar also
But
has a great point. He says, chase the money when you're young. Afterwards, get an NFC/AFC championship and a Super Bowl if possible. Absolutely.
I
That's what
mean,
you have
that's
to do when you're younger.
Yep.
Or older.
100% factual.
That's absolutely what you have to do.
You balled out your rookie deal. You got to ball out to your maximum potential. When you get that contract, you hopefully your team is in a position to continue to get Super Bowls or at least on the upward path. But you're getting your money, and then when it comes to that third contract, you just look around the league and say, hey, who's the Super Bowl caliber teams, and just ride out like that.
Yeah, exactly. We're coming towards the end of the show here.
Yep.
So let's get everyone's kind of thoughts for Sunday. What are we thinking? Win, loss, players of the game. What are we thinking?
I want to go with the dub.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to stay positive on like Kenny over there. Freaking
honesty is the best policy, Todd.
Look, man, I know that's what you hang up in your break room in your car dealership, but we all know y'all lying through your goddamn teeth.
Just because you just because you live all the way in Germany, you can't have quality Toyota cars over there. I don't know what to tell you, man.
You're goddamn right, because we got quality BMWs and Audis and Lamborghinis.
We know for a fact that is not true, because there is a shortage of vehicles right now.
Well, because we're all trying to go electrical, and I'm not going. I don't want to go into full detail about that. But anyway,
we'll start taxing the electric in our cars, and then our tax is gonna. It's a whole thing. It's gonna be a whole.
So it's a long ass story.
Yep.
But I'm going for a dub.
Mm-hmm.
I want to stay positive, and hopefully that this is our winning formula. Because if we do not follow that formula, then we can chalk it up as an L. But I want to stay positive. Score wise, I gotta go with like a 34-31 kind of game, man. It's
I'm right around there. To be honest, I'm right around there.
Yeah, like it's like I got a feeling like it's going to be close.
Yeah, fun.
And it's just right now. This is what I'm saying. We haven't had 2 back-to-back wins yet.
Right.
So when you have back-to-back wins, you built off of something. And right now, if the Chargers get going on offense, we have yet to see on our defensive side where we're getting kind of torched that we put a stop to it. We made the right adjustments to really halt it. Either we're playing great if we're playing good defense from beginning to end. That's all. That's what the formula has shown me. So I'm going to have to go with a 34-31 kind of game. Offensive player of the game. Yeah, when is Tyreek Jackson coming in, man?
Soon.
It's either going to be I would think next week or the following week, because he should be coming back relatively soon. I'm excited for him. I'm really excited to
Yeah,
see him.
exactly. I mean, I'm really curious to see that matchup. If they was
Because
playing,
we saw how he dominated in preseason. The dude's a stud. He's a monster.
He's a 6'7", like 280, like monster. Like
Yeah, and he's
exactly.
fast.
That's what I'm
And he's
saying. Like
fast.
you talking about Jalen Hurts not overthrowing that motherfucker or underthrowing his ass. I mean,
well, he's 6'7". I would hope he's not overthrowing him.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, and he's and he has speed. So I am. If he was playing this game, I knew that would give.
We'll just make Tyree Jackson the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But no, if he was playing this game, I mean, that would give. I would probably give Goddard as the player of the game because I know Derwin James is not going to allow that big motherfucker like roam free. I mean, you just can't allow a guy that size just not be covered. No. I mean, that is a complete mismatch with anybody else. But I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
offensive
right, Molly.
player of the game. Devontae Smith.
Ooh, okay. All right, so.
Oh man! Molly Mall. I mean, yeah, You, hey, if you need some, I got you, man. But
it's perfectly legal over there. So.
Yeah, man. As defensive player of the game, I'm just gonna say the whole D line. Can we improve? Can we improve on it? I mean, TJ Edwards, get ready because they're gonna come and attack you on trying to get Eckler as the matchup on him.
Yep.
So, but if we could get that defensive line penetrating, getting after Herbert, that's not really going to be a factor. So, and for getting 6 sacks in a game, let's see if we can either reach that number or at least get a couple of sacks. Yeah. Not have that stonewall defensive game that we had like those first 3 weeks. Like the ball is hyped, but we just stand there and just hug each other. That was like that's the crazy part about this defensive line. Either they're gonna get home or they just gonna stand there and hug.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So
it's tough, but I'm kind of where Todd's at. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be a good back and forth. Justin Herbert's been struggling. The Chargers have been struggling. I don't think they keep that up for a third straight week in a row. I mean, I hope they do, but I just don't see it happening. Justin Herbert's too good of a quarterback, and this team's too talented to struggle like they've been struggling the past 2 weeks. So it's going to be close. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I think we come out with the dub. I'm going to say 27-24 Eagles. That's what I'm going to say. My offensive player of the game. Let's see. Todd already said Devontae Smith. You know what? Give me Jordan Howard.
Well, I'll let you split it. I'll let you split between Jordan Howard and
I'll take Jordan Howard. But real quick, and then I'll finish my point. Why was Jordan Howard on the practice squad?
Told you, like
why was he on the practice squad?
He came in his best shape of his NFL career. He was running hard. Is like all the injuries went away. Like it should have been Miles Sanders.
I'm interested to see what happens to him in a second back-to-back week.
Yeah. It should have been Miles Sanders, Jordan Howard, and Kenneth Gainwell. And if you want to carry Boston Scott, it would have been Boston Scott as your 4th running back.
Yeah,
but that's what was the formula. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But
that's your battering ram,
right? Yeah, Jordan Howard's playing for his NFL career at this point. So
absolutely.
I don't know why we left him on the practice squad. I thought he was washed up. I'll eat crow on that. I was wrong, and I'm fine with that. But I just don't get how. I don't know. It makes no sense to me.
to quickly bounce off, I mean, we had him these past couple of seasons, and he hasn't been quite right. Well, he had that one flash game with the Buffalo game, but he still got hurt, and then it was the hernia. Went down to Miami, didn't work there. But what it is he's a power running back, and nobody really wants to deal with that. But you gotta realize it's starting to get cold.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you get body shots, the slow right up the gut. And like that's the winning formula, and that's what he's built for. And hey, he's running hard. Let's run him, man.
And those shots hurt more when it gets cold out. Those shots hurt much more when it gets cold out. But
absolutely.
I'm gonna go with Jordan Howard offensively. Defensively, You know what? Give me TJ Edwards. I think he built off his last. I think he built off his last game. Like obviously, you saw him early on in his career and in college. Like you see him run the 40. It's not that fast. I think he ran like a 4.7, but his on the field speed is so much different. On the field he's so much faster.
Right now he's becoming our Trent Cole, man. I mean,
I'm all
draft pick or undrafted pick, and just continue to build. So let's continue to do it. I mean, that's what you like to see. Hey, give him player of the game, defensive player of the game. I like it.
I'll take TJ Edwards. Like I said, Eagles win 27-24 in a nail biter. I believe. Pete, what do you got?
Eagles lose 32-17.
Oh fuck! No
Aren't
way.
you just?
Actually, you know what? I can't say no way. I'm wrong. I can't say no way.
They lose 32-17.
It wouldn't shock me.
He set up in that chair to say that.
It's Aaron Sipos. Our best player.
Oh, our punter, yeah.
Our punter is our best player. I don't care what anyone says.
It's hard to
he is having a very good year.
Pro Bowl. It will be the only Pro Bowler on that team.
I thought that we wasn't going to replace Cam Johnson either.
Yeah.
And we got someone better and Australian.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, no, offensive player of the game. Who the hell? I'm gonna throw it up there. Let's go, Quez Watkins.
Okay.
All right.
If there's ever a game where like Quez randomly has like an 80-yard touchdown, it's this game.
He should have had one against the Chiefs, but we won't talk about that.
I'm actually.
My defensive
side note. I was actually gonna say if I was hoping that John Hightower would have got moved up if Jalen Reagor wasn't gonna go, but unfortunately, Jalen Reagor is gonna go. So
why? Reagor had a nice game last game. I want him to build off of
it.
Freaking his ankle
player of the game is as like every other week is Jayvon Hargraves.
Okay. All right.
I mean, he hasn't had a sack in a couple games, so
he's been still helping provide the pressure. So
for sure, yeah.
So I'm not. It's not something that's. I'm not going to harp on too badly, but. No. Yeah, it's definitely hey, don't let your production go down either. Go ahead, eat too.
Right.
Do we got time to run down the rest of the Sunday games?
Yeah, I can pull them up real quick. Give me a second.
Let's
see here. Let me see. I'm gonna go with FanDuel because it's right in front of me. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, congrats to all the Braves fans out there. I mean,
oh yeah, absolutely.
I didn't really give a fuck about it the whole entire World Series. My Yankees, we were at our crossroads, so I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah, you guys suck.
Oh, thank you, Pete.
Keeping Aaron Boone around though. Aaron Boone, I like that. Not really, but
I don't know.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. I hear you. All right. So, first game on the docket: Houston Texans against the Miami Dolphins.
Dolphins.
You're saying Texans, Pete?
Yes.
Really?
Why would you not want the Texans to win?
I what do you call it? I want the Dolphins to continuously lose, but I have to be realistic at the same time.
They
Yeah,
lost to the Jaguars.
it's in Miami though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Man, that was the Jaguars' home game, man. Like, come on now.
Yeah. London is Jaguars home.
London's Jaguars, man. Like, let's not kid ourselves.
Let's see. Next game is Denver Broncos against the Dallas Cowboys. Dak is back, by the way.
Woo!
I'm going Cowboys.
Yeah, I gotta go Cowboys because now that they got rid of
They don't have Von Miller. No Von Miller.
That's gonna carry over.
Yeah, they're in tank mode. Unfortunately, they're in.
Oh
tank
no,
mode.
they're in tank / get Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I would like to see Aaron Rodgers with those weapons.
I think they're dead. I think they're dead set on Aaron Rodgers.
I wouldn't be against it if I was them. I'm not against it. They have the weapons.
No.
Their defense is still good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Minnesota Vikings against the Baltimore Ravens at Baltimore.
Ooh.
Baltimore.
I think that Monday night game, see, this is so typical Vikings.
Yeah.
Like, because that was a game they should have won on Monday or Sunday night, and they just gassed it up.
That's why I never bet Vikings games, because they always screw me. They always
exactly like it's like it never fails. You pick them to lose, they win. You pick them to win, they fucking lose. And this is one of those fucking games because I'm going to pick Baltimore, but it's like I would not be surprised if they steal it on the road.
Omar does have a point. Good point. Primetime Kirk sucks. That's true.
Yeah.
Molly Mall is Trayvon Diggs good to go this week? I'm wondering because I know we left the game early last week with an ankle injury. I don't know if he's.
He'll most likely he'll be good. It wasn't too severe, so
yeah. I just wasn't sure if they're being cautious with him. Let's see here. So next game, New England Patriots against the Carolina Panthers in Carolina.
Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots all day. Patriots all day. Sam Darnold stinks.
Yeah,
stinks.
Well, remember, he's a Lamborghini.
Is McCaffrey still out, man? Or
he's on IR. He's on IR.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, still on IR. Well, yeah, give me the Patriots. They're starting to cook.
Yeah, give me the Patriots. I need Back Jones to win Rookie of the Year so I can win myself some money, but we'll see. we'll see. He's number 2 right now, so we'll see. I need Jamar Chase to calm down a little bit. Let's give it a week or 2. Give him some rest. This will be quick. Buffalo Bills against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Buffalo
Bills.
Yeah. Cleveland Browns against the Cincinnati Bengals. This game I'm actually really excited about.
Woo!
Browns.
You need the Browns to win because
Baker is 5-1 against the Bengals, and he's going to be playing pissed off. I always take pissed off Baker.
Well, I can flip it on the Bengals because they coming off an embarrassing loss. They got they sitting at top right now, so it's like they got to get cooking again. And this is another divisional game.
What I will say, the O-line for Cincinnati isn't great either.
Myles Garrett's like, man, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, exactly. So this is tough.
It's in Cincinnati?
Correct. Division game in Cincinnati. And that's another thing too. Division games are weird.
What time the game is being played?
1:00. 1:00.
Give me Cincinnati.
Embarrassing.
Give me Cincinnati.
Yeah, you know what? Give me Cincinnati too. Give me Cincinnati to cover.
This is my last little ride with them. I mean, last week I picked their ass so fucking fast with confidence.
Oh my god, so did I. Literally screwed me on my parlay. That's the one game that screwed me.
I was expecting like another fantasy Jamar Chase game. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, so that's I bounce back game.
Atlanta Falcons against the New Orleans Saints. In New Orleans.
Saints. Oh wait, no,
In New
Falcons.
Orleans.
Give me Falcons. Because I just don't like how.
Did they play?
Saints are
They
getting-
didn't. Did they play? The Falcons play with Calvin Ridley last week, or that was like before the game when he?
I think it
took
was
off.
before the game, I believe. My memory serves correctly. But yeah, Calvin Ridley is not there. But Kyle Pitts has been picking up the slack, and he's been playing very well.
But it's in New Orleans. They get Taysom Hill back.
Trevor Simeon's the starter, so take that for what you will.
This is my wild card pick, but I'm gonna be with Omar on this one. I'm gonna go with Saints.
Appreciate it, Molly Mall. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Molly.
Thank you, Maul.
Yeah, I don't like this game. This game I'm staying away from.
I don't.
Too,
That's why
I don't like this game.
I looked over here. I had to look over to the left because divisional game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the quarterback questions for the Saints because now you got Taysom Hill and Trevor Simeon is like are they gonna rotate in and out? But then I look at the Falcons because bless you, Gesundheit. I just got a feeling like because Kyle Pitts been slowly putting up numbers.
Yeah,
every game for the past couple of weeks, and
mm-hmm.
it's just kind of weird. Like this could be a game that he could go off, but it's in New Orleans. Give me New Orleans. I don't know.
Yeah, give me New Orleans too. Like I said, I don't like this game whatsoever.
I don't like it because this is seem like it could be a Matty Ice game. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm kind of banking on. Next game is Las Vegas Raiders against the New York Jets. The Raiders are coming off a bye week, but they are in New York. Give me the Raiders.
Give me the Jets. I'll take that as my upset.
The Giants?
Oh, it's the Giants? Oh, I thought you said the Jets.
It's the Giants. No, Giants. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, give me the Raiders.
Man, this is another one of those one of these things that could affect the fucking team.
Yeah,
and
talking about the Henry Ruggs situation,
and Derek Carr would really love Henry Ruggs, and so
he does.
I'm going to take the Giants.
Okay,
West Coast team traveling across after this whole situation. I don't know. I mean, I look at the situations. It's easier to try to overcome a coach, especially under those circumstances, than a player on this shit.
Right.
But it's like, trust me, I'm not too strongly on picking the Giants. I want to pick the Raiders.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a 50-50, but it could. Now I think about it, I could lean more towards the Raiders because I mean.
Yeah. I mean, going off how
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is what he is.
Yeah, exactly. And plus the Raiders, like with the Raiders coming off, like obviously the whole John Gruden situation a couple weeks ago, seeing how they responded, and I think with this Henry Ruggs stuff, I think they come out on fire. That's just my opinion. Especially,
it can go either they're gonna be distracted or they're gonna be focused. I mean, that's just that's the flip of a coin.
Yeah. Getting into the 4:00 slot, like we talked about earlier, Eagles versus Chargers. I got Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles.
Let's see. Continuing the 4:00 slot, Green Bay Packers against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs.
This is another weird game that I don't.
It's not. Aaron Rodgers isn't playing. There you go.
I know, but
Kansas City
defense stinks.
Yeah, but who the hell is Jordan Love?
It's easy to say when you haven't seen him played. Anyway,
yeah, exactly. I don't know.
It's in Kansas City.
Correct. Kansas City's a 7-point favorite, which I do not like at all. I don't like that whatsoever. I don't trust.
I mean, because it's like this. I mean, Patrick Mahomes hasn't been playing well. I mean, this could be a game that He can flip it.
Mm-hmm.
He can turn a switch, but I'm not downplaying that Green Bay defense. That was a huge defensive
I was going to
stop.
say that Green Bay defense
I mean,
is
that
huge.
you talking about the defense winning the game over Aaron Rodgers? I mean, come on. I mean, that defense is going to be playing lights out.
Yeah.
But I mean, the smart pick will be the Chiefs. The gamble will be taking the Packers.
The Packers, yeah. Give me Kansas City.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm going to stick to this. I'm going to stick to the safe side of going with the Chiefs, but it's going to be a game that's going to be watched, because if Jordan Love shows any inklings of quarterback that can be developed, just you already know what's going to happen during the offseason.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next, this is the last game for the 4:00 slot. Arizona Cardinals against the San Francisco 49ers. Another weird division game.
Is the Cardinals versus the Niners?
Yeah. Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins most likely are game time decisions, so we'll see.
In Arizona?
In San Francisco.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know. This was
Kyle Murray's a game time decision?
Same thing with DeAndre. Yeah.
Give me the Niners. I think their defense is just good enough.
Yeah.
Because if Kyle Murray's still wobbling, he's not. That means his mobility is shot. And
right, exactly.
Bosa can get to him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, give me the Niners. 2 games left. Tennessee Titans against the Los Angeles Rams. Give me the Rams. Rams all day. Sunday night. Give me the Rams.
If Derrick Henry was playing, I might have leaned towards the Titans, but I gotta go with the Rams.
It might be a bit of a closer game, but now that he's basically out for the year, I'm not gonna now.
Because you're gonna talk about putting the game in Tannehill's hands. Ugh.
Yeah, no shot. I mean, we all know what Tannehill is. He's consistent, but no. Monday Night Football, last game on the docket. Chicago Bears against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers are 6.5 point or 6 point favorites. Excuse me.
Oof. In Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Another weird ass game.
Yeah. Steelers are known to play down to their competition.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
but that Steelers defense is no joke. That Steelers defense is no joke.
And this is another game where Justin Fields. I mean, this is another veteran defense. I mean, this is 3-4 where you don't know where the blitz or where the pressure is going to come from.
Exactly.
It's going to be some more growing pains with the Bears. So, yeah, give me the Steelers.
Yeah, give me the Steelers all day. I mean, Ben isn't nearly what he used to be, but that Steelers defense is –
and Justin Fields sucks.
As long as Big Ben doesn't commit any turnovers and just does enough.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a dub, especially dealing with the Bears.
But, Pete, remember, the game's too slow for Justin Fields. Yeah. Don't forget.
Oh, man.
Too slow for Justin Fields.
Oh.
This game isn't fast at all.
Right now, I imagine.
Talking about eating crow.
Look at like
the next week he got smashed.
If Elliott Shore Parks thinks you're a good rookie quarterback, you do not draft him.
Yeah. Let's go into defense class. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Any who y'all got in the fights? I got my boy Usman.
Oh, you can't go against the Nigerian Nightmare. You can't.
Even though Jake, man, your Halloween costume should be Kobe Covington, man. Just get one of those cheap ass suits. Yeah, you got the Kobe Covington all down pack, man. If you put a side by side picture with Kobe Covington, you'll be close enough. Just get you a cheap suit and then just walk around with a Trump book. You're Kobe Covington.
Oh my God! Stop. I'm convinced that's a character that he plays. That's all I'm
Oh,
convinced.
it is. It is. I mean,
It's absolutely a character.
It is, man.
He plays it well. It's funny. It is funny
because he knows. Hey, because you talking about you going from about to be out the UFC because you're not generating your fight. They got labeled as your fights are boring. So what you do?
He's not a promotable type of guy, and then he does this. Yeah. Something he can't promote, and people are like, "Oh,
smart." Hey, that's what happens. I mean, that's when you run into that fork in the road of your career. It's like, hey, you gotta do something if you want to be here. And he did it, and he went all in. I mean, it's helped. He hasn't lost. I mean, he took a couple of losses, but his name is still up there. I mean, here he got the biggest fight in Madison Square Garden. So, hey. It's gonna be nice.
If you ever bet against Usman, you need your brain checked. You honestly need your brain checked.
People do it. I don't know why.
Oh, I know because they what do you call it? They see the money that they'll get if they take the other money line. But you can't bet against him. That man's the best in the world at what he does.
And he's gonna solidify it again. Thug Rose.
Thug Rose. Yeah, but Usman, like you just look at him; he's just a genetic freak. It's just like there's just people that aren't built like that.
Yeah,
and not only that, but he just gets better.
Yeah,
every fight.
That's the scary part because Usman's what 32 now, right?
Like either I don't know when his birthday fell, but yeah, he was like 31 or 32.
Let me see, Usman's 34.
34. Okay,
he's 34. He's gonna turn 35 in May. Oh my god.
Hey, he's right at that Anderson Silva. Like that's his title reign right now is getting close to Anderson Silva, where he cleaned out division. He's going through the division again.
Right.
I mean, if he takes on a middleweight, it's not going to happen unless Stylebender loses the belt. Those two are never going to fight against each other.
All right.
I don't know what I don't know what happened with Stylebender. I just like he's obviously immensely talented, but I don't know. I feel like he's lost something. Like I'm not saying he's lost a step, but I don't know.
He's still winning. Right now. There's really nobody that can really challenge him in that division.
Yeah,
that's what I know what you're seeing. You're just like it makes you feel like he fell off, but what really happened? He just destroyed his division already. There's nobody you can really say that this guy can destroy Stylebender.
And here's something I'll say real quick. I thought he was in his 20s. But he's actually 32. Listen, there's something in that Nigerian blood. I'll tell you right now. There's something in that.
There you go. Blood. Black don't crack, baby.
It's crazy. He looks like he's like 24. He looks like he's like 24, 25, but he's 32.
Exactly, and an expert in the game. But I got Thug Rose against Wei Lee, and this one's gonna be a hard one. But I'm going to take Chandler over Gaethje. I just
over Justin Gaethje. Wow.
But at the same time, if Gaethje hits a counter on Chandler, because it's like this, Chandler comes out with such a fury,
right?
But Gaethje, if he hits you with that counter left, lights out.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's where I'm like, and this is gonna be one of those truly like slug 'em fest, but I think Chandler can pull it out, but I wouldn't be surprised if Gaethje it's that counter left that he got, and it's like a goddamn Thor's hammer.
Right. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's call it a night. Fam, we appreciate you watching. We appreciate you commenting, as always. We wouldn't be where we're at without you guys, especially people like Todd. Family.
Absolutely.
Can't thank Todd enough for always coming on, being a loyal
I love
supporter.
it, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need a third. We need a third member since you know who ran away.
Don't start. Don't start.
Oh,
with
Is
this.
it time for the belt?
Oh, Lord,
God.
there he goes. Oh,
I was
there he
hoping to
goes.
go a week without it.
Oh.
I was
No.
hoping to go. God damn it.
Defending, reigning, Universal
Oh,
Grudge Champion. Also, Johnny, where's my jersey?
oh my goodness. See,
I officially won, Todd. I officially won.
see, this is
Well-
what happens when boys try to shave and
What are you talking
they're
about?
not
That's
properly
all beard,
using
baby.
Manscaped. You know what I'm saying? This is
Speaking of
this is what
Manscaped.
happens. Little boys still play with little toys with that little plastic belt over there. Real men,
I feel it's made for a
we
great
get
addition.
real things. And
Speaking
if
of
you don't have
Manscaped,
that
get your-
lawnmower 4.0,
Yes, sir.
you're not doing it right.
Yeah, exactly. Like Todd said, get yourself 20% off free shipping with the promo code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job at manscaped.com. And we are also brought to you by, since we heard Pete talk about his grudge match belt for the 10 millionth time. If you feel like you need a drink, go to Gleason's Bar. That's located at 6700 Creek Ave in Levittown, PA. Use promo code A2D for 10% off on your order whenever you dine in, take out, or online at Gleason's Bar and Steaks.com. Promo code A2D for 10% off your bill when you order dine in, take out, or online. And always, since Saturday is literally within a couple hours, and since Nate Moss and Willie Vegas are going to be giving out their picks tomorrow, we do
Snap.
I just have to freaking find it. I had it, but then I lost it.
That money pot, baby.
Yes, sir. Become an ATD $9.99 a month. Perks include appearances on shows, members only live streams, shout outs, weekly sports picks from Money Pop Podcast and Willie Vegas. Listen, it's all about giving back to you guys. That's what this membership's all about at the end of the day. That's all that matters. To us, anyway.
Yeah, I saw the
$9.99 a month.
Godfather get the whole
And
new
with
shipment of jerseys.
Exactly. Got new jerseys in. Going to be the guys on A2D Wednesday nights will be doing the giveaway wheel on Wednesday, and I believe Steve also on the weekly roundup on Saturday does a little giveaway of his own as well. So keep an eye out for that. If you're a member, you're automatically entered in to win a free jersey or some sort of sports memorabilia. So $9.99 a month with Nate's picks and Willie Vegas's daily fantasy advice. Listen, you're making money. You're spending money to make money. You're making that membership back in a single weekend. So listen, you have nothing to worry about whatsoever. That $9.99 a month is actually cheap for everything that we're giving you, and we're working on giving you more. So
there you go. It's all about. I mean, it's around Christmas time. What way to give, man?
Exactly. And obviously, with the holidays rolling around, there is a lot of anxiety and stuff like that going around during the holiday season, a lot of stress. So many of us and our families deal with mental health and addiction issues. We are happy to support the guys at the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need help, please call 856-651-8117. The phone number again is 856-651-8817. And if you ever need any A2D gear, check out the guys at PhillyDrinkers.com /pages/A2D. Get all your official A2D gear right there on the site. I'm telling you, I still have our Nike sweatshirt. It's one of the most comfortable sweatshirts I own. I love it. Absolutely love it. But guys, as always, we appreciate you coming on another edition of Fan Friday. As always, I'm your host, Jake. Pete, who looks like he's about to pass out on live stream.
Old ass.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I worked a 10-hour shift in the dealership. I apologize. So sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't really gone to sleep, and it's 2:00 in the fucking morning in fucking Germany, or going on 3:30. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh,
bitch, I've been up since like 6.
Bitch, I've been up since 4. Yeah, hold these nuts.
What nuts?
These walnuts, bitch.
Oh my god,
I can't see them. I need a microscope.
Well, if I flash them, my screen goes black, and then you think it's like your internet connection.
Well, that's
But
just because
it
it's
won't
clean
be.
with the
My
power of
internet
Manscaped.
has
Get
been
yourself
perfect
20%
these
off and
days.
free shipping with the promo code A2D at
Way to
Manscaped.com.
slide
Unlock
that
your
in, Dave.
confidence and always use the right tools for the job. Because you can make sure that you're always clean, like Todd.
Like
But
Yes.
big black fuzzy balls.
but
Exactly. Well, not
it's
fuzzy.
late.
No.
It's late. We
They
got to
like
get out of
smooth
here.
like
Some of us
eggs.
got to go to bed. We'll check you guys back next week on another edition of Fan Friday. Later, guys.